So as we're here walking through the property,
Probably get one, but
we noticed that there was no garbage disposal. Mr. Carl, why is there no garbage disposal here? This is the value in bringing your parents with you, or somebody that knows what they're doing.
There's not enough room to put one down there.
Okay.
It is tight.
Because of the way the pipes are
positioned? Yeah, the way the pipes. You could probably get one, but it'd be extra hard for somebody to put one in there. Yeah, it'll cost you a lot to get one in. Okay. All of that would have to be cut out.
But they gave me a nice deep sink. I like it. So we're out with Gary, and again, with a home inspection, the home inspector is usually going to come up to the buyer, ask the buyer how they prefer to proceed. Some buyers prefer to follow the home inspector around the entire process, and some will just wait towards the end. With Gary explains it when Gary comes on site. He actually explains to the home buyer, you know, what their options are, and you know, whichever they prefer. This particular buyer has worked with Gary before, and so she trusts that when Gary gets done, he's going to bring to her attention anything that should stand out, and then they also get a written report, usually within 24 hours. So I like working with Gary. He uses a team approach. He's out here in the field. He sends this data back electronically, and his partner is back at the office and then is going to complete this report. So I really like that part of the process. So he's getting into it here. He's getting all into the details of the property. And so, Gary, what are some of the things that I think buyers should know when they're getting the home inspection? You know, because most people will opt for a home inspection in this area, but what are some questions that we should be asking you or the prospective home buyer?
Well, one of the things I like to do is, if I've got first-time buyers, is just talk about maintenance issues, really. So the first thing I'm always going to point out is how to shut off the electric, how to shut off the gas, how to shut off the water, all that sort of thing.
Right.
Those are really important, because if you get a problem in the home, you need to get where to go straight away to do that. Other things I would point out is things like mulch.
Right.
You know, you should never have mulch within 12 inches of a foundation wall. Two reasons really. One is it holds moisture against the foundation wall.
Okay.
Two, termites are blind.
Wow.
So they come in, they've got all this lovely food, they eat it, they hit your wall, and then they use it to build mud tunnels to get up to eat the rest of your house.
Wow.
So pea gravel, volcanic rock, something like that, get it 12 inches away from the house.
Okay. And so this is something that someone probably did to improve the curb appeal, and maybe without knowledge. So from an aesthetics point of view, this looks beautiful, but it's something that the buyers should actually look out for. And since it's already here, the buyers are just going to need to be aware that in the very near future, they should be moving this away.
Absolutely, get it moved away. Other things, I mean, one of the big things we're trying to do is keep water away from the property. So, for instance, on this corner over here, you've got a downspout which is discharging directly against your foundation wall. So, you know, it's not rocket science like I tell everyone, but it's sensible advice, because if this is going to discharge directly here, then this corner of the property is going to settle quick.
Right.
And you could be getting moisture issues on the inside.
Right.
If you look at the rear one, you can see that they've actually addressed that.
Right.
And they've started to take the water away.
Okay. So I mean, these are the kind of things that when you're having a home inspection done, like I said, I talk to, prospective buyers, but even them walking around, so they know that when they see this on a written report, because some things sound really scary. Like you might, if you saw this on a written report, water, potential water up against the property or whatever, but something as simple as this spout. And how much does a spout like that cost roughly?
$9.
So like this right here could be a potentially thousands of dollars worth of damage, and you could spend $9 and prevent it.
Yeah. So the home inspection, while I'm looking for big structural issues, I'm also looking to give your clients advice to make sure that in the next 10 years, if you leave this as it is for the next 10 years, then you're going to store up problems. So we just like to give them a few tips to make sure that we always say, it's a bit like a dog's not just for Christmas, it's for life. Well, a house is like that. You've got to maintain it, you've got to look after it.
Right.
So that's all part of the deal that we do when we do a home inspection.
Okay, Gary, well, thank you. We're going to skedaddle out of your way and let you continue. Thanks. When you come out in the field, you have to have this balance between dressing and looking really professional. So, as a realtor, You got to have this thing right here, because this is the thing that gets you into the property. So you got to have this. Walking around with a purse is sometimes problematic, so then you have to kind of be an octopus. I just grab a notepad in case there are any notes or any questions that my client has. Never ever lock your keys in the car. That'd be a bad look for you. And of course, never ever be without your cell phone. Not a good look. Now, on days when you know that you have a home inspection or you're walking through a property that is, let's say, not fully renovated but needs some work, you don't want to wear shoes like this. See, this is a sacrifice. This is the struggle as a realtor. Because when you're walking through and you're talking to your client and your client is asking you a question like, where'd that come from? You kind of can't stand over here on the sidewalk and point. So there's this whole balance between, you know, looking presentable as a real estate professional and what happens to your shoes as a real estate professional. But this is all a part of the business. It's just part of the business. See, Gary's laughing at me. It's just part of the business, right, Gary? Yeah, destroy shoes, all of that. So, you know, you do what you have to do for your clients, and, you know, you cannot wear your high heels, can you, Gary? So, yeah. So, so the lesson for this, for today is be mindful of the shoes that you're wearing and the terrain.